Welcome back after the break, friends. We are still talking about Bikash Mishra's DearCinema.com, which through its partnership with cineeuropa.org has access to film festival network across Europe. Now, they also view Indian cinema in a very wide perspective and focus categorically on independent filmmaking as well as film festivals. Now, noted Hollywood screenwriter Paul Schrader of the Taxi Driver fame, Sight and Sound editor, that is Nick James, as well as Jean-Frodon Michel, who also happens to be Cahiers du Cinema editor-in-chief, are some of the noteworthy people who are part of the editorial advisory board. Here, take a closer look.
DearCinema.com was nominated for the Hottest Startup Award, organized by Tata NEN, National Entrepreneurship Network, in 2008. Dear Cinema was featured in June 17th issue of the magazine in a special story that covered 30 Indian businesses, which was started with a capital less than INR 5 lakhs.
DearCinema.com is meant for anybody and everybody who is interested in cinema and filmmaking. If you are a short filmmaker, if you are a filmmaker, you will see all sorts of information about, the festival inviting entries, the deadlines coming in, the opportunities where you can get a funding for your film, and the festivals, contests, competitions where you can send your films. So, and besides, if you are interested in learning the art and craft of filmmaking, I think the interviews of the filmmakers that we regularly publish, it's a great way to learn. If you have read some of the interviews that we do, we definitely make it a point to talk to the filmmaker, especially the first-time filmmaker, that how and what involve the process of filmmaking. You obviously cannot go to a filmmaker like Sudhir Mishra or Anurag Kashyap and talk to them that how did you make your first film. This is what we keep in mind when we talk to a filmmaker. That is something that's valuable information for people who want to make films.
European Union portal on cinema, Cine Europa, features in its own partner list, where it has been described as DearCinema.com, is a popular Indian web magazine dedicated to promotion of world cinema.
One way is that you are a short filmmaker. You very excitedly sent your film to festivals all over the world, and in a couple of festivals your film got selected. But if you write to maybe some mainstream publication, you wrote to a TV channel, you felt very, very happy that your film will be screening at a festival like, say, Dubai International Film Festival, or your short film will be playing at maybe some Berlin International Film Festival or Sundance. But are the mainstream publications interested in your film? Till the time you have made it big, nobody will write about you. Till the time, means publications even, they do not carry a report about your film even if it won an award. So, DearCinema.com helps and makes these filmmakers feel proud about the work they do by first writing about their participation. It's a very, very important coverage for us. If we learn that even one small independent film or short film from India is going to one smaller film festival in Europe, we'll definitely write about it. Maybe we can interview you. Maybe we can, review your film. This is what we do. We do not think that, until the filmmaker is an established one and until your film is, has some illuminating star in it, then only your film becomes worthy of being written about. We look at cinema as primarily cinema, nothing else. We do not care who made the film. We do not care how much money you spent making the film, and we do not care that, whether your film will be distributed or theatrically released or not. If we see merit in your film, we write about it. If we see that you have achieved something with your film has really gone and has been selected on merit at an international film festival, we'll definitely write about it, and we'll treat you the way we treat any established filmmaker.
It provides news, reviews, and relevant information about European, Asian, African, Latin American, and American films and film festivals. Contributors from all over the world run this website, and it's widely followed by cinephiles all over the world.
Making your own feature film, that's something, you'll have to find your own way. maybe you can write your own script. Maybe you can work with an established director and learn the practicality of filmmaking. Maybe you can work on someone else's idea. Or because filmmaking, it involves lot many things. The first thing is that you should have to have a screenplay, a story, an idea, and a complete screenplay. After that, you also need to have, you will need to find a producer who will back your project. And in most of the cases, if you are a newcomer, finding a producer might not be easy. But there are multiple possibilities now. There are opportunities of international funding. First, you can approach these international producers directly, or maybe there are possibilities like co-production markets. For that, if your film, gets selected, like there is one co-production market that happens every year in India. It happens in Goa, organized by NFDC. So, the only thing that I would like to say is that there is not one clearly defined path to be a filmmaker. But if you really want to be a filmmaker, I think you should continue. You should never give up.
His dynamic personality, strong focus, and sheer love for cinema has pioneered India's first truly global cine site.
See, it's an ideal state if you can somehow, find an equilibrium between your passion and your profession. But everything comes with a price tag. You have to be always aware of the fact. I have to also think about how to, earn as much money at least to pay for all sorts of expenses that I incur on Dear Cinema. But somehow if you can, if you are ready to pay the price, you might have to make various sacrifices. Like when I started Dear Cinema, when I decided to get into it completely and leave everything behind, the first thing that I had to leave behind was the security of my paychecks. I had to quit my job. I had a full-time job. I had to quit that. And for months and months, I ran without a salary. I still don't draw much of a salary. It's just a token salary. So it sounds great. I don't mean that I'm not a happy person. I feel very, very happy. I feel very, very proud. And I derive tremendous sense of satisfaction from what I do. But at the same time, I have to also pay a little price for it. If you are ready to afford that, you'll be the happiest person on earth. The day you really find that idea that really drives you crazy, give yourself some break. Come back to it after a couple of days or after a month or after a week and ask this question to yourself. Are you equally convinced about the idea today? If you are, then nothing should be stopping you. Just go ahead. Do all sorts of planning, all sorts of calculation. Do everything that you can. Do a market survey if you can. Make analysis of every kind that's at your hand. But be always prepared that despite best of your intentions and best of your preparations, you might fail. But failure doesn't mean end of the road. Every failure is a step ahead. Every failure is a learning experience. If you fail, you learn from it, and if you still believe in your idea, keep walking. There is nothing called the end of the road for an entrepreneur. The road is endless. You have to just stick to it, you have to believe in it, and you have to keep walking.